think first of all, most important question is, how are you?
How am I? I'm not too bad, yeah. I'm obviously suffering this terrible disease, but getting on with it day by day. You have your ups and downs. At the moment, I'm okay, thank you, and I appreciate your concern.
Talk us through it then, and how you found out, and what's gone on in, say, the last, I don't know, 6-8 months.
Since you can go back to 2018, where I was had a bit of a high PSA, and I was given a biopsy, and it was a negative biopsy, and I went back and PSA was very, very high. Went up to 42% PSA on, and I was diagnosed on 23rd of December that I had prostate cancer. And since then, I've been on medication, which is engineered through an injection every 3 months, medication every day, just to try and bring the tumour back. The tumour has spread into my hip and my lymph nodes, and hopefully I'm having a scan on the 29th of this month, with the plan to start my radiotherapy on the 16th of August. So that's where we are. Very, very pleased with the NHS. Absolutely thrilled and delighted with my consultants. Couldn't be happier. I'm based up at UCLH, and they've been fantastic. So overall, I'm in a good place, staying positive and feeling good.
Did you know much about prostate cancer before it kind of hit you like this?
Well, sometimes I mean, you think you're invincible, don't you? Sometimes we are sportsmen, and you think you'll never get affected by it, but we are vulnerable to this disease. How we get it, we don't know. I have a feeling it might have been my lifestyle, wrong diet, just not living right, not just not living right, you know, in terms of diet and nutrition and things like that. So, but I don't know. And we spoke to the consultant about that, and he said, look, let's not concentrate on that, let's concentrate on getting rid of it, which I thought was fantastic, positive outlook and thing to say. So yeah, that's where I am, and I've had all the symptoms, and the symptoms are not very nice, you know. The symptoms are up and down in the middle of the night 3 or 4 times, back and forth to the toilet. A very, very slow wee flow. You go to the toilet and it takes forever, and just once you finish, you have to go back again 2 minutes later. A bit of stress continence when you try and get into your home, and when you know the toilet's near. So it's all kinds of different things, and it's not very nice. I always used to look at Jeff's badge on his jacket when he did the Sky Sports Centre on a Saturday afternoon, and I never thought that would be me, to be honest with you.
I mean, it's not uncommon in men, is it, Mick? This is, you know, this is probably I think it is the most common cancer in men.
Well, it is the most common cancer in men. Obviously, it comes in a lot of other degrees, and I'm just hoping with my medication and the surgeons, the consultants I'm seeing, that I'm in the right place, and I feel really confident with them.
Did it hit you for 6, or I mean, how did you feel when you found out?
Well, I spoke to a lot of people, obviously, and close family, and when you're a young kid and you say, if I ever get cancer, what would you do? You know, you probably want to go around the world, travel around the world, do all the things you want to do. But when you get diagnosed with it, it's a massive body blow. You know, your whole life comes to a halt and all that. You know, and the support I've had has been amazing. And it's just been very frantic for the last 7-8 months. We tried to keep it quiet, and we've come to the point where we thought the best thing to do was let people know, and I just want to help as many people as I can.
And you've carried on in your job for the last 7-8 months, so you've managed to deal with it, you know, up until presumably now that you're going to have the operation.
Well, it's not an operation. I'm not able to have an operation because of the cancer has spread to certain areas. But I've dealt with it. I have my ups and downs. You know, I mean, there are side effects to it. Everyone knows that. Side effects to the medication, which is very. I mean, you get really down some days, and sometimes you're really up. And I mean, I'm not in any pain. Occasional back pain, but I wouldn't say I'm in any pain. I've just been overwhelmed with the support I've had since we broke the news.
And the medication, how long is that likely to go on for, Mick? Is it for a set amount of time?
Yes, the medication is a 3-year course. Till it's a 3-year course of a drug called lenzalutamide, which I'm on, and apparently that's the best drug on the market. And I'm on 3 monthly injections of goserelin. So that's where I am at the moment.
And I think you wanted to kind of get the message out there for men to, you know, start talking about this and start looking at themselves.
Of course. I think that is the main reason why. I mean, I obviously want to get better. I don't want people to contract this disease. It's a terrible disease, and getting cancer is not very nice. But the main reason for it is to encourage people to go and get tested, to make people aware of the disease, and anyone can catch it, anyone can get it, anyone can contract it. And I mean, firstly, I started thinking about the Luton Town fans. If I can help them, and the 10,000 fans that, I mean, they're not all men, but the people who turn up to Kenilworth Road, if I can help any of them, then and I'd be delighted. But if I can help anyone, anywhere, that is the main reason why we decided to, as a football club, to put it out there and make people aware of it. And hopefully I can just carry on helping people.
And since that announcement, Mick, I mean, there's just been a massive outpouring of support and love and kindness, which, you know, must make you feel, you know, really good.
Absolutely overwhelmed with it. When I saw all the messages come through via my phone, WhatsApp and Twitter and Facebook, and I've been overwhelmed, and I've had messages from all kinds of people. I mean, it's scary, you know, and I'm just as I said, I'm overwhelmed and in deep gratitude for them, and that's so much appreciated by me and my family for all the kind messages that I've had. It's been fantastic. But it's not about it is about me, because I want to get better, but also I want to try and spread the word and try and help people.
And the support from the club as well, that what's that been like?
Well, it goes without saying, the support from the football club, from Gary and the board, from Nathan, the staff and all the players. They've been very, very supportive, absolutely brilliant and very, very understanding. So yeah, I couldn't have asked for a better understanding from the football club.
So the 3 years of medication is the hope that after those 3 years, or even maybe before it wipes it clean.
That's the plan, yeah. I mean, they'll go with what they called the treatment I'm having on, and Gary will know this. The treatment I'm having is called targeted radiotherapy. So what they do is they target the prostate, and they target the areas around it with radiotherapy for 10 to 12 weeks every day, every weekday for 10 to 12 weeks. So it puts you out. I mean, they are different side effects. People are affected by different side effects. Hopefully, myself personally, as soon as I found out I had this condition, I changed my diet, I changed my lifestyle, started to lose a bit of weight, did more exercise, and I'm hopefully in a better place, and hopefully my recovery time will be good. And but it is a term of 3 years on medication, just hopefully clear it up, because I mean, they want to clear it up, because they say if it starts to come back, then you've got a few problems.
I mean, everyone knows you're a fighter on the pitch. Mick, you determined to be a fighter off it with this?
Oh, this is the biggest fight. Mentally, this is really tough, as everyone knows. It's a real tough gig, this one, because that's all goes through your mind. You might want to take your mind off it somewhere, but very, very difficult. It's also at the back of your mind. So yeah, if you can relate it to that, that's really kind of you, Jeff, to say that. I did fight my way to having a career, and hopefully I can fight my way through this one.
Well, listen, Mick, from all of us here at Three Cans Radio, we wish you all the best, and we're hoping to see you fighting fit in the next few years.
No, very kind of you, Jeff. Honestly, much appreciated.
Excellent. Thanks, mate.
Thank you.
Before you start, Keith, we've actually...
Hi, Mick, sorry.
Before you start, I've actually got one of Jeff's badges for Mick to put. He was on his jumper, but he took his jumper off before he before we kicked off. So
let's get it on there.
So.
Got a right sweat there.
If you can hear anything, we've got the fan blowing as well because it's boiling in here.
Not going to hear you, Stuart, sorry.
Sorry, mate?
Is that right?
Yeah, that's fine.
Can you see it?
You'll be able to see it on what I'm recording.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Well then, Keith.
Sorry, just have a wipe there, sorry, it's sweaty.
Stuart, you can't actually see the badge there, just the way the screen is.
How's that?
Thanks, Mick.
I'm recording it here as well, Keith, so I can send you this, mate.
No worries. Just a couple from me, Mick. Really good to see you looking so well despite everything that you're facing. I thought it was interesting when you said that you want to encourage people to go and get tested. Do you mean people who perhaps don't have symptoms, like at an early stage, or do you mean once they actually find some symptoms?
Well, anyone who has those symptoms, anyone who's feeling, yes, it could be anyone over a certain age. I'm really pleased people come to me who knew before it went out, it was publicised that I'd contracted this disease. A few of my friends had went and had a PSA test, and so I was really pleased for them, and thankfully they come back negative. But now just hopefully the general public, and if they have any thoughts, or they think they might have it, or they might have any symptoms, or they think they might have any symptoms, please go and get tested. It doesn't cost you anything, just a bit of your time, and hopefully you'll find out and make sure you're okay, basically.
Since you came out publicly earlier in the week, Mick, with this news, have you had any support from any others who have been through what you're going through right now?
Yeah, plenty of messages saying, my relations have recovered from this. Some with bad news, some with great news. Just a real general outpouring of feeling for me, and I've been taken aback, and in all honesty, a lot of it's brought me to tears and makes me really emotional. I've had some fantastic messages, as I've said, and some great encouragement from people, and it just gives you a big lift.
And you're proudly wearing the badge there on your chest. Now, I know you mentioned earlier that you used to see Jeff Stelling and the lads with it on in the Soccer Saturday studio. Were you aware when you used to see that what it actually was? Of
course, yeah, I knew what it was, and it was administrated throughout football, that badge was, and I think everyone knew what it was about. I was totally aware of it, but as I said earlier in the interview, us footballers, we think we're invincible at times, and a lot of men think they're invincible, and a lot of men think, oh well, I'll never get it. But it's not true, it can catch you out any time. So, and I keep saying, I keep trying to repeat myself, but please get tested and please go and make sure you're okay.
It sounds the way you're speaking that it's not just changed the way you're looking after yourself physically. It sounds as though it's changed your outlook to life as well. Would that be fair?
A little bit. Absolutely a little bit. My lifestyle has changed. I stopped drinking. I'm not saying I was a heavy drinker, but I cut alcohol out of my diet. I got myself on a real healthy diet. And I feel great for it. I feel actually fantastic at the moment. I feel great on the outside, but on the inside it's not very good, and it's really bizarre. It feels really bizarre. But some days you just get really down and you get a bit tired, and it takes it out of you a little bit, and side effects of the medication. But I'll keep fighting, I'll stay strong, and I just want to encourage people. I really, really want to encourage people. I've made a bond to myself to try and help some people.
Well, thanks very much, Mick. Very good luck with the recovery. Best wishes.
Thank you.
Hi, Mick. Donovan here.
Hello, Donovan. Okay.
Hi. Yeah, not too bad. Before you were diagnosed, were you sort of aware that there might be a problem?
Yeah, because I'd been up to UCLH before, and I'd had some tests done, and there was some kind of information on the prostate. I was still struggling a little bit with my wee flow and bits and pieces and up and down in the night. And then I was still a little bit stubborn myself personally. Then I missed a test because of the COVID, because I couldn't get into the surgery, strangely enough, and I made a big effort to do that, and I got in and they gave me a blood test, and within 2 days I was in having a scan and having a biopsy, and I was diagnosed with it. Very quick work by the doctors in the NHS.
Yeah, and it's that key line you came out with, it might not happen to me. I think that's the thing you've got to get that across to everyone.
True, you know what men are like. They leave it. I've had friends who leave it and they say, oh no, I won't go to the doctors, I don't want to bother them and this and all that, but please go and get yourself tested. It's so important that you do that, and it might be nothing, it could be anything, but just go and do it, and it'll save you a lot of heartache.
Yeah, and obviously the reaction to the medication means it obviously affects the day-to-day work. So is that the reason why you're going to have the time off on an advisory basis?
Yeah, the time will come when I will go into my radiotherapy treatment, which is a course of about 10 to 12 weeks on a daily basis. So I won't be around for that period of time. Maybe free at weekends, but just see how I am. So it's going to be a challenge. It's going to be a challenge to try and get through that. I know it's tough, but I'm really want to get on with it and looking forward to the treatment to get myself better.
Yeah. And one slight ray, I suppose. At least you can see the start of the season on the 7th of August.
That's true. Hopefully get 3 points and send me off to my treatment in good spirits. So no, honestly, it's I come in here every day to the training ground, and it gives me a big lift, a big boost being around the players. It's a big part of my life, and I'm going to really miss it when I go off for my treatment.
Well, fingers crossed. Hope it all goes well for you, Mick. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Hello, Mick. It's Matt Barlow. Do you mind if I butt in here and ask?
Hello, Matt. Good to hear from you, Matt. Yeah.
You too. As with others, Mick, best wishes and good luck, and thanks for giving us a bit of time here.
Thank you.
Without wanting to make you uncomfortable in any way, are you able to share any of the sort of messages that you've got? Any from anybody in particular? And I know you did your golf day yesterday, and how was that? And was it difficult and emotional? And I heard a rumour that Fergie had been in touch. Is that true?
Yeah, we had a it's really ironic. We had a golf day yesterday for my best friend Andy King, who died of heart disease. He died 5 years ago, so really poignant. And we were going around the course yesterday, and I got a message from Sir Alex Ferguson, and it makes me really emotional still now. To think that he contacted me and sending me his best wishes. So it was really amazing that he did that, and we had a little text conversation, and I'm just really proud, and the respect I have for him to contact me. It was amazing, and the things he said about be strong, and it was brilliant, and I can't thank him enough. I had a message this morning from Dennis Stewart, who was one of my heroes at Sunderland Football Club. Used to watch him when I was a kid. He's not much older than me, but he's one of my heroes. Just people getting in touch with me. It's fantastic. Obviously, the LMA have been in touch with me, looking out, trying to help me, and just all the organisations, PFA, LMA, and just there's an outpouring of love which I just didn't expect, and I just want to try and pay back by trying to help. I mean, it's just a simple message, just get a simple message out there to the public, and to try and help them and make them, encourage them and make them aware of it.
Thank you, Mick. Were you able to play any golf?
Yes, yeah, I played golf, I did alright there. I played better after I got that message from Sir Alex, yeah. It encouraged me a hell of a lot more, yeah. It was really encouraging, and we played yesterday. It was a good day. We raised a lot of money for the numerous charities, and we'll have it again next year, and I will be donating some monies to Prostate Cancer UK without a doubt. Obviously we couldn't do it this year because it was being organised. So now we had a brilliant day. The weather was good, and my spirits were high yesterday, so I was in a good place yesterday.
Thank you. Good. And if I may also, the timing of the diagnosis, you got it right before Christmas, which can't have been particularly easy, even for footballers who have kind of a different Christmas to the rest of the world. But how did that come about, and what happened inside the club? And can you tell us, did you take a bit of time off? Did you just plough on?
Well, it was a bolt from the blue, Matt. It was a total bolt from the blue, and then my first port of call was to Gary Sweet and the manager Nathan, just to let them know that things are not great. How are we going to deal with it? So we kept it in house for a long time, and just carried on as normal, because I wasn't really in any pain or any discomfort. Just odd days where a bit tiredness, and I'd stay away. So basically that's what happened, and it come to the point where it was my decision really at the end of the day, after a chat with Gary, Nathan and a few other people at the football club, because I got to the point where I spoke to Stuart Hammonds, our press officer, and he knew about it, and the first thing he did was he went and got tested. So I thought, oof, I mean, can I help people? Can I get a simple message out to people to encourage them to go and get tested? And I keep repeating myself, but that's all I want to say, and it encouraged me to make it go public, and I didn't really have the sense that it'd have this impact on myself, but I'm just pleased that it's going to make people aware of it,
And when you're talking about going and getting tested, what do people do? Do you bring up your doctors, or do you have to get online? Or?
Well, you can buy a test online, or you can go to your doctors and ask for a PSA test, and then they'll give you your numbers back, and if your PSA is either in the right levels or it's high, they'll get you in and they'll scan you, and then they'll start looking after you then, hopefully, but hopefully the levels are down.
The first move for anybody, if you're reaching out and saying get tested, the first move is what? Ring your doctor, or?
Yes, because if you've got the symptoms, ring your doctor and ask for a PSA test.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, Mick. Appreciate it.
No, Matt, thank you. Spread the word, spread the word.
We will.